forced San Antonio to be uncomfortable. Only 8 for 22 that quarter.
Let's send it over to Jamie, standing by with John Wall.
Well, not surprisingly, John getting some doubts from his teammates walking off the court here, but and it's going to keep on coming. John, let's talk about that Clippers surge in the fourth quarter. You finished the game with 15 points and 6 assists, but 9 points and 4 assists came from the fourth quarter. So how were you able to turn it on late?
Just be aggressive, man. B had it going so early, and we got to do a better job in the second unit to get us, like the first unit is getting us a couple of leads, and we've been letting it go. It's kind of different playing small ball, not having a real true center out there, but we trying to make it do what it do. And they're about making shots, man. I missed too many easy shots tonight. I see people talking about you shoot too many open threes. That's my job. If they give me those type of shots, like I better knock them down for this team. And I believe in my ability to work. It's just about finding rhythm and getting a lot of minutes.
Do you feel like you found your rhythm in this game?
Yeah, I think just me, I love to compete. I love to play. We all taking sacrifices and not playing. Last game I was kind of frustrated for not playing as much, but those guys was playing well. I wasn't playing well. And I let my emotions get the best of me in that game. But for me to be a leader for this team, I have to come out and compete at a high level and just do the thing they want me to do and try to help us win as much as possible.
You know, looking at the way the season has gone so far, it's still early in the season, but you guys were down. You were up quite a bit in that first quarter, 17 points. You end up going into the half trailing. What was the mindset of the team in order to get back in and make that push?
Just me. I gave up 3 backdoor layups. I mean, that's what we can't do. Even when we made a run in third quarter, I gave a big backdoor layup. But we just got to do a better job of not point switching. Being able to box out, do the little things when we out there. And it starts with me just being vocal. We know P's our guy. P's go-to. He made so many big plays for us. I even was setting pick and rolls that I never did before and getting the ball. So it's a whole new adjustment for me. But I'm enjoying the whole process, and it's something new that I got to be willing to tap into.
Great game, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
Jay.
Final score from San Antonio, 113-106. Your Clippers sweep Texas. They are headed home. Time now for Clippers Live, brought to you by Nissan on Bally Sports. We welcome you inside the Bally Sports studio. Last we met, Don, it was halftime. Clippers trailing by 4, and things looked a little upside down. The bench was starting to come to life in Norman Powell. But what did you see change in the second half?
Paul George in the third quarter. I think 2 things, though, team-wise. Defensively, when they made the run, we're going to show you offensive plays in the fourth quarter that got them the lead and won this thing going away. But the defense was really good in the second half, much better in the second half than it was in the first half. And then, yes, there was some ISO plays from PG, but the ball was moving really well in that second half. PG's going to get a lot of the credit because he had 35, but Marcus Morris, a couple big threes. John Wall was terrific in the second half. And that's something that you look for from this Clipper team. When the ball is moving, they are very, very good. They were good in that fourth quarter.
So we did take a vote. Should we have a defense highlight or should we have an offense highlight? And you know what won? Offense, baby. So it was that big run there in the fourth, the 21-5 run that actually extended to 26-8. But here's the good part.
And again, it wasn't just PG. PG kind of set the tone in the third quarter. And yes, he scored in the fourth, but everybody by the fourth quarter was getting involved. John Wall, ultra aggressive, getting into the paint. And then this is what I'm talking about, the extra passes. Wall could have probably shot that. Nobody would have said anything. Gets Reggie Jackson a better shot. And then here, what footwork by PG to get out to that flare screen, feet down fast, and then knocks it down. He already had it going. And then you love this play here from Paul. Once they start getting out the shooters because the ball is moving, what does that do? That opens up the paint for Paul. And then this last one pass, 2-pass dunk. So great execution by the Clippers in the second half to get the shots they wanted. And they put this thing away, and Zoo with the emphatic dunk on Zach Collins. Good win for the Clippers, Jeannie. You know, look, to me what I saw also is while you're still trying to figure all this stuff out, you can still win. But Paul George saying, you know what, until we figure this thing out, I'm going to take over.
It was a big night for threes because, relatively speaking, their season high had been 12. They had 15 tonight. And as you're talking about some of the adversity, they lose Luke Kennard, who is such an impact on both ends of the court this year. So being able to pull it together, a lot of this going on the shoulders of a Paul George, who finished the night with 35. Texas has had it with PG. 12 of 17 from the floor, 5 of 7 from three. Couple of rebounds, 5 assists. Good night.
Yeah, and again, we talked about in the pregame show his offseason. He's ready for this, and until they get it figured out, if he needs to get 30-plus and be that aggressive, then that's what he's going to have to do. Until Kawhi gets back, until they figure out the second unit. But he got it going early. And what you love about his night is the efficiency. He got 35 on only 17 shots, 5 of 7 from behind the line. But we've seen this act before. This is nothing new from PG. And you hope he can keep it going. You hope he doesn't have to do this every night for the Clippers to win. But it's got to be comforting for Ty Lue to know that you have a player that can do this. Not everybody can do this. Like, just say, all right, I'm going to take over and get 35 and we're going to win the game. There's only probably 10 to 15 players in the league that can do that.
He made that comment after the loss on Sunday that he would find a way to will the team to win because he can do it. So he has the confidence, and he actually can back his talk. And as you pointed out, he looks different this season. Everything looks like it's coming easier to him. There's a fluidity and a different athleticism to him.
When you put the time in the offseason and really work on your body like he did, this is the result, that you're able to sustain efforts not only night after night, but huge minutes, whatever the team needs. And he wasn't planning on this, obviously. Everyone thought Kawhi, and hopefully Kawhi's not out for too much longer. But this is why you do the work, so that you can do this.
Win streak reaches 3. So the Clippers are taking that, headed home, back to Los Angeles for a nice homestand. Physicality tonight, that'll be an interesting question for Ty Lue as we meet up with him in the post game. He's been looking for it tonight, and Nico Batum gave it to him. He's got the bloody face.